Welcome to the Haasonline trade server. With the Haasonline trade server, you can trade on 15 exchanges with over 500 trading pairs. So there's plenty of trades to be made. Today we're going to take a look at trade bots, order bots, and the market view section where you can make live trades on the fly. Let's set up a trade bot. To set up a trade bot, you just go to the top and click new trade bot, and then you select which exchange. You can give it a name and select the pair that you'd like to trade with. I've already set up Coinbase, Bitcoin USD, so let's have a look at that. Click the I to go in and customize it. Alright, now we're inside. So you can see there's different parts. The general settings, we've just set that up. That's where you want to trade, and your name and the pair. And over here, the trade settings, that's your trade amount and if you're starting on the bought or sold side. So the bought side for Bitcoin USD would be Bitcoin, and the sold side would be USD. So if you only have USD, then you're going to want to start on the sold side. And if you have only Bitcoin, you're going to start on the Bitcoin side, the bought side. If you have both, well, it doesn't really matter, or depending on how you want to trade it, you can start on either side. Okay, last buy price, sell price, you don't have to enter that in manually. That'll be done by the bot automatically. You can also set it to use market orders or spread orders, which will be filled quicker, but you have the risk of slippage, so that's really up to you. Default is limit, and the amount setting, so you can set a percentage. So here, bought side, sold side, 50% of each side, or you could have 1% of one side, 90% of the other, etc., etc. There's lots of ways to do that. You can use a fixed amount, so 1 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin, 0.01 Bitcoin every time. That's up to you. Or you can go all in, and that's 95% of the wallet that you're trading in. So we're trading our Bitcoin USD wallet, so it will be 95% of that. We don't do 99% or 100 because if the market moves really fast and your bot will get stuck in one of the positions, so we leave enough space. If the market moves really fast, you'll be fine. All right, let's go back. So the main parts are the safeties, indicators, and insurances. The indicators create the buy and sell signals. To add an indicator, you press the plus button there, and you select an indicator from the drop-down menu. We've got a lot of indicators. Some are based on moving averages. Others are oscillators, candles, Ichimoku clouds, MACDs, etc., etc. Okay, let's go here. So I've already got a moving average set up. Let's click it and customize it. Okay, so here we are. You've got your settings up here, exchange and the pair. Well, that's not the exchange and the pair we're trading on. That's the exchange and pair where you want to get the signal from the moving average. So we're trading on Coinbase, but we could get the signal from bitfinex if we want, and that's going to produce the buy and sell signals with the moving average from the bitfinex information as opposed to the Coinbase information. That can be really useful. All right, let's set that back to Coinbase just for now. Interval, so we've got 10-minute MA. You can do a 3-minute or a 4-minute, 6-minute, or a 12-hour MA maybe. You can decide if you want to see standard candles or ashy candles. You can also delay the signal a little bit here if you want. That depends on the indicator if that's really useful or not. You can say, I only want to use the buy signal or only sell signal from this. I want to reverse the signals. You can do that too. And you can make this a master indicator, which we'll get back to later about what that is. And of course, the perimeters. We've got the standard 1226 here, but we could say, no, I don't want that. I want a 1021 maybe. It's also popular. And then hit update. And then here we go. So you'll already see what would have happened. The red is a sell signal and the green is a buy signal. And you can already see how this indicator reacts. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, the next part are the insurances. So right now I have trade only trending, method 1. So that's going to only allow trades if the market is trending, not if it's ranging, which is sideways. So that's pretty useful. But let's take a look at some of the other insurances. You've got avoid walls, cancel order after so many minutes, disable on losses, never sell cheaper, overcome fee costs, percentage change, price change, sell at double fee costs, and we've got the new ones. only trade sideways or only trade volatile, what I was just talking about. So let's go to, of course, avoid buy sell walls. So if the bot detects there are big walls, then it will block a trade. Cancel and disable are pretty self-explanatory. So is this one. Overcome fee cost is going to get the cost of the fees directly from the API. And if the trade is not going to overcome them, then the trade will be blocked. Percentage change, you can say the price has to change 0.5% or 1% or however many percent before there's a trade. Price change is based on price, so you could say 10 cents, a dollar, 50 cents. If the price has moved that much, then a trade can happen. And sell at double fee cost is pretty self-explanatory too. So what happens is the indicators say, I want to buy. Are there any insurances? Yes, there is an insurance. Does the insurance say it's okay? Yes, then the action takes place. That would go for buy or sell. If I stack my indicators, let's say I want to add a RSI to the MA. And so then the MA says buy and the RSA says buy. Then it asks the insurance, is it okay to buy? If the insurance says yes, then a buy signal will take place. Same thing for a sell. MA says sell, RSI says sell, and the insurance says okay, then action takes place. If we have buy, but the insurance says no, you shouldn't, then it's blocked. Or if just the MA says buy and the RSI says nothing or sell, then nothing takes place either. So all of them have to agree in order for an action to take place. You can think of the insurance as a filter for the indicators. Do you have to have insurances? No, we can just get rid of them. We can use no insurance if we want. That's fine. That's really up to you. Some people prefer to do it like that. They're going to probably have more trades, but without a filter. So you might get killed on the sideways market, or if you have a bunch of oscillators, you might get killed on the big volatile movements. It really just depends on how you want to do it and your risk profile and your time frame. All right, so the master indicator is something different. So that's just like the indicator. Let's put an arrow in here. All right, and then so if the arrow says buy or sell, it does, and it's a master indicator. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to agree with anyone. So it doesn't have to agree with these or the insurance. It just does what it wants. So that just creates a situation where you have more than one strategy within one bot, more or less. And that's just up to you if you want to do it like that or not. So it's an independent indicator is another way to look at it. All right, let's close that. Okay, and the safeties, like the master indicator, the safeties override the indicators and the insurances. That's going to be your stops or your panic buy-ins. So here I've got the dynamic one set up. So a dynamic drop loss is similar to a trailer. So we've got it set at 90. That's pretty high. Let's go to 98. So it's going to be 2% drop, and the drop loss minutes of adjustment. So it's going to be recalculated every 10 minutes. That's pretty sensitive. If I want it less sensitive, if I want to hold on to my coin, I don't want it to sell so fast, then I would do it like for 4 hours maybe. Or I could do, 720 or something like that. If I want it, pretty sensitive, then I could do an hour, or I can also do off times. I can do 34 minutes, something like that. And then that's pretty tight. And the good thing is that's going to readjust with the market. So it's a trailer. And you've got the exact opposite, a trailer buy-in. So if the market explodes and you want to buy in, you've also got that. So you can kind of make a shell around your trading strategy, and the safeties are kind of the shell around it in this case with the roof in drop loss combination. There's also other safeties, just depends on how you want to do it. You also have the same thing, but you have static forms. So static drop loss or static roof in, you just set a price. So and you got the roof out, that's sell. So let's just take a look at that. So fixed roof out says if the price reaches 250, sell. How much is it selling? Well, it's selling the trade amount that we set over here in the trade settings. That's how much it's selling or buying right here. So that's going to override the rest. Static just means you have to set the price exactly, and that goes for the other static drop loss, which is a stop loss. Basically, you simply just set the price. Roof in, it's a a buy-in, then you're just going to have to set that manually. Fixed roof in. Okay, so we say, okay, if it goes to 241, then I want to buy in. I don't want to miss this. So that can be really useful depending on your strategy. Again, it kind of makes a area around your trading strategy that you're using with your indicators. All right, so those are the safeties. And so we've basically covered everything you need to know about the TradeBot. It's just a matter of how you want to set it up. There's different ways. For example, so I'm going to get rid of these safeties. What you can do is some people like to use one indicator alone. Well, that's kind of risky, but if you have it on a longer time frame, that could be possible, could be good. Typically it's good to have at least two indicators or one indicator and an insurance as a minimum, because if you're going to go to the doctor and something serious is going to happen, then it's probably a good idea to ask two doctors. Well, that's kind of the similar concept of having at least two things. So you could stack your indicators. I mean, this is kind of a weird combination, MA and a RSI, but so let's take that away. Let's add MA, and let's put the DEMA there too. All right, so I'm going to show you another little trick you can do. Let's see, we're going to use the buy signal from the MA, update that. We've got a 12-hour here, and we're going to do a 12-hour DEMA too. But we're only going to use the sell signal. So we've got two indicators, but we're using one to buy to get in position, and we're using the other to get out of position. That's one way you could set it up as an example. So that can be really useful. Some people like to reverse the signals when it's a real bullish market for some of the indicators too. Just really depends on how you want to do it and your time frame. All right, and of course you can backtest. You just go to backtest TradeBot and 24 hours, for example, and there it goes. And this setup would have made no trades in 24 hours, but we're using 12-hour time frame, so that can happen. But you can do backtest of different amounts of times, and you can see how things would have worked out. Of course, that does not predict the future. All right, let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, let's check out the order bot. Oh yeah, by the way, then when you've activated it, you just hit play. And you can actually see this move when there's a buy or a sell signal. So you can just watch from the dashboard, and these will move in real time to the left or the right, depending on what's going on. You've got a little log down here about what's going on. You can pause it, you can delete it, and this is force a sell right now because we've already bought. So you can also just say, I want to trigger a buy manually with this bot, and you could do it on the fly from the dashboard. Okay, let's check out, let's deactivate that. And now let's check out the order bot. I've set that up also at Coinbase. Okay, the order bot is a different way to do it, and it's not indicator based. It is based on conditions. So let's see here. We can put an indicator on our chart to give us some kind of bearing about what's going on. I like the Ichimoku clouds, for example. So we can just see, hey, what is going on in the market? Let's check this out, and let's maybe go to 2 hours, for example, and we say, okay, we've got a view here for 2 hours. Let's get these clouds going. Bands. There we go. We got 2 hour bands. So we've just got an idea of what's going on. You might ask, well, what's this green line right here? Well, that's one of the order bots. So let's click it. The order bot says place a buy order, or I can hit place a sell order when the price is higher than or lower than this price, and this is the amount. There you go. That's basically all an order is, the order bot itself. However, you can make it dependent on different things. So dependent on a completed order of the other order I've got here, or dependent on the other order not being completed. So you could set up a lot of basically if-then statements here and create some pretty interesting strategies. And depending on, let's see, I want to sell when it's higher than 245. Update that. Okay, so see, it made a nice red line there on the chart for me. That's my sell, and I want to buy low. So let's say 227. I want to buy when it's lower than. And so here's my buy level. So I've set up a little range here. You can get an idea on the chart, and that's what it's going to do. And I haven't made them dependent on any other orders, but you could say I only want to buy if I sold, or etc., etc. So those are pretty interesting. And of course, to make it live, you just come here and activate it. Okay, and that's it for the order bot. It's pretty simple, straightforward, and some people prefer to trade like that. Okay, there's also another way to do stuff here. You can also go over here to the market view, and you can just trade on the exchanges directly. So what you do is you come over here, you select your exchange. So we're going to use Coinbase, and you can also, if you want to look at the chart, you can select a time frame, depending on what you want to look at. Here we go. We've got the 2 hour going here. You can also set price alarms on this page. And if you go to this symbol, that's the buy and sell symbol. So we've got 11 bucks. So let's buy some Bitcoin here. We can do a limit order or a market order. So let's do a limit order. And we want to buy, just for demonstration here, we want to buy 0.2. And we want to set our order for 227 because we think it's going to wick down. So we're going to set a buy order. Yes, I want to do that. All right, well, is my order placed? Yes, of course it is. So up here, you have different symbols. This is for your wallet, and this one is for open orders. Let's click that. There is my order. So my order is on the book right now. I could say, well, I don't really like this order, actually. Let's just close this. Yes, I want to cancel that order. And here I've got the little bubble. Order has been canceled. Thank you very much. So when the trades happen, you get these little bubbles. You can also turn them off. So when your trade bot or your order bot is trading and something goes through, you've got something here. All right, so that is the basics of the market view. Another cool thing is you can have the indicators over here, and you can also say, oh, that looks pretty cool. That's a good idea. Here are my buy and sells. I like that indicator. I can adjust it here, and it's gonna, so I can kind of fine tune it. See how I'm raising it, and I'm seeing up here the buy and sell signals move, so I can get it fine-tuned. I can also do this in the bot, in the indicator page, but let's just say I'm here. Then I can also export it. I can just go to export. Where do I want to export it? Well, yeah, I want to export it to that bot we were just at. Export, and there I go. That indicator is in that bot right now. So that's another cool feature that you can do, and it told me, hey, that was done. Okay, let's go to the main dashboard, and I want to show you a few other things. So you've got the notification center that tells you everything that's happened. So, we've done a benchmark, which is a back test. Order was canceled, for example. All these things, every action that took place is here in the notification center, including the orders that go through. Okay, let's go back. You only want to know the orders. Oh, that's cool. That's fine. Just go to order view. So here, order view, you have different things: queued order, executing orders, finished orders, etc., and so on. So right now we don't have any orders executing, and if we had finished orders, then we would have a list of finished orders here. Here we go. So we did have an order. It went through 0.04 and the time, and so on. And we've also got failed orders, exchange orders, etc. So you've got an overview there also. Okay, so that's all for today. I gave you the basic functions of the trade bot, the order bot, and the market view, and showed you a few things you can do. If you have any questions, just write them in the comments, and come check out our webpage. It's in the description, Haasonline.com. Also check out the Wikipedia that we made, wiki.haasonline.com, which explains the indicators and also what I've been talking about, the order bots and the trade bots. And feel free to ask any questions. Thanks a lot for watching.